3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 24th, 2018. I hope you're doing well. Of course, we're going to talk about Litecoin in this video. I want to talk about Litecoin possibly lagging just a tad behind Bitcoin. And what could that mean for Litecoin in the near-term future? So before we do that, I want to go over a tweet I posted around 5 hours ago, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I said, I think next Litecoin run to test $94 is incoming in next 12 hours. We'll see how this tweet ages. I don't throw predictions out there that much, but sometimes I do. And there's one. So I got a good comments to kind of kick off this video. Douglas said, following Bitcoin a few days ago. And you can see he posted that inverse head and shoulders that we saw and we tracked actually on Bitcoin. You can see it over there. And then we had the nice breakout right at the neckline. And we were tracking this inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin probably from like right around this area, I guess you could say. So we got that confirmed shoulder and then the break up. Now, if you go to Litecoin charts on the daily, one thing you'll notice is we don't have an inverse head and shoulders. As much as it almost looks like it, right? It almost looks like it. We don't have one. We have a series of higher lows and higher highs, which is good, but we don't have that. We don't have that head and shoulders. This left shoulder should be higher than this head, and it's not. Now, with that being said, I do want to say something. Bitcoin, which Litecoin follows, right, but follows more volatile, in a more volatile pattern, Bitcoin formed that reverse head and shoulders, that bullish pattern, and got its breakout. So if Litecoin has been following Bitcoin, and obviously the pattern does not reflect it perfectly, is it safe to say, or is it something to at least track based on the data we have, to track a neckline in this area, even though it's not an inverse head and shoulders to the T? Is it good to track that neckline? Well, a couple things happening right now. On the inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin, you see two things. You see two rejections off of that neckline, and then that third approach, we got a breakthrough. Now, on Litecoin on the daily, you have a similar thing going on. A rejection here, number one, and then a second rejection, number two, and now we're in that approach stage. So like Douglas said in his tweet, yes, we are following Bitcoin from a few days ago, it seems. That's what it looks like, right? So going into this now, what can we anticipate? Like where does that leave us? Well, I think this is partly why I posted what I did earlier about the next 12 hours seeing a breakthrough 94, mainly because if you look at the wick of this most previous area on the daily chart where we got this rejection in this area, that wick touched the 50 EMA, right at $94. So $94 is that area that I'm very interested to see what happens when we test it. Now, I bullishly posted that we'll at least test it because I don't think we're going to see rejection here. Now, with that being said, if we see rejection here, that's not going to be very good. A third rejection, completely going against what Bitcoin has done at this neckline area. So nobody knows what will happen in this area. However, I'm more optimistic. I'm more bullish. The way that Bitcoin has been acting lately, the way that all altcoins have been acting lately, I'm under the impression that Litecoin is going to have a breakout, and a breakout similar to what Bitcoin did when it broke through the neckline. So, right now you can go down and you can see something like Zcash kind of making some moves, up 17%. And has been, just still going up and doing well. So it's kind of like we've been in that season most recently where, and I don't know how long it'll last, but these altcoins, it's kind of hopping from one to one, and each one is getting their time to shine. So Litecoin is its time to shine coming up right at this area, this neckline, which is very congruent and synergistic with the neckline of Bitcoin from a few days ago. That's the question we have. You can see it over here on the 4 hour. And one thing that is a bullish confirmation is the fact that Litecoin most previously did break through that 200 EMA, which we track on the 4-hour. And since then, what's it been? Probably 1, 2, 3, around 4, so 16 hours or so above that neckline, showing support. So could be doing some short-term consolidation before breaking up and breaking through that neckline and approaching this $94 area. So time will tell, we will see, but I wanted to throw something out there, something fun, entertaining to watch for Litecoin, because we're either going to see rejection in this area right at $89. We're going to see rejection. And then we have a very small channel to play with to form a new higher low, which would be okay, but we don't want to test these previous lows at the $81 to $82 area. So let's see if what I tweeted happens. I think next Litecoin run to test $94 is incoming in the next 12 hours. So I actually don't have much time left because it's already been 5 hours. Maybe I should have put in the next 24 hours. I should have bought myself some time, especially because I never do predictions. But those are my thoughts. That's my TA on Litecoin for the day. Curious to know what you think. We got a lot of comments on that, and there's been a lot of, not divisiveness, but difference in opinions in terms of which way Litecoin's going next. A lot of people think we're actually going to see resistance here for a third time in this area, but hopefully that does not happen. We will see, time will tell. I'll tell you one thing. If we do make a run tonight, I'll probably do a live stream just to hang out with some of you guys if you're watching it at the same time as I am, because it's fun to watch. I really, really, really appreciate you coming by. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the channel. As always, I will see you in the next video, and God bless.